Ego is like the crutch which you need to use if your leg is not working properly. It has a need when the child has to protect itself from outside world, from other people. Otherwise, the child can be destroyed very easily. So ego is a kind of protective mechanism. But once you want to go beyond the realm of the physical, once you have become matured enough and you have enough of this repetitive experience of eating and enjoying other things which sense organ can give, and now you are realizing that this is a prison, self-created prison. So what you said, what ego is for you? A prison?
Yes, prison.
So for everyone, when one when one enters into himself, then one realizes that this is the ego is a prison, ego is a thorn which has pierced you. It is the ego that makes you hurt all the time. It is the ego that has created your limitation. So, if you have planted a plant, then you put to protect it, what you put around it. That's what it is called.
Cover.
Not cover. In Hindi it is called bada. So like animals and cattle, they will not eat it. But once it has become a big tree, then that protection is no longer needed. So what is needed in the beginning, when you are not a seeker of truth, when you are not so matured, is later on it becomes a prison. It's not only for you, for everyone. But what is ego? Ego is that you are identified with this body-mind. You are identified with whatever you have achieved through this body-mind. If you think or imagine that you are very beautiful, what is beautiful? It is your form, it is your body, it is your face. If you are getting good marks in your school and college, you always stood first, then these things create ego, that you are special. This desire to be special is of the ego. You are separate, you are unique, you are different from others. So as long as these things appeals to you, then you have vested interest in ego. So you cannot have both the things. You cannot be on two boats. If you want to be unlimited, unbounded, if you want to know your consciousness, which is not a form, which has no name, no form. If you want to know it, then you will have to give it up. You will have to get rid of it. If you want to be unbounded, to be free, then you cannot carry your prison with you. If you want to be in the prison, then don't desire freedom. Freedom is also of three types. Freedom from. So freedom from, for a seeker, is freedom from the ego, freedom from the mind, freedom from misery, freedom from jealousy, anger, hatred, competition, comparison. Then freedom for. Freedom so that you can celebrate your life, you can enjoy, you can dance, you can create. Then the most purest thing is just freedom, pure freedom. Unconditional freedom. So if you are clinging to ego, that means that you want approval from others. Once you have understood that you are the consciousness, there is only one consciousness. If you know you are the consciousness, then there is no one else. There is only one consciousness, because it has no form, so it has no limitation. It is not in some particular place. So, if there is only one consciousness, then how can there be any competition? How can there be any comparison? How you can be unique? Only you are. There is no one else. Then that is the real freedom. Then you are not seeking anyone's approval. Then you are not seeking any recognition. Then you don't seek any certificate from others. Whether people are appreciating you or whether people are praising you or blaming you, cursing you or clapping for you, it makes no difference. Because all forms are just like dreams. When you are in dream, it looks so real. But when the dream is broken, then you know that it was just a kind of movie, nothing real about it. So as long as you enjoy the prison, that means you are living in darkness, in ignorance. So you have to choose what you want. If you want real freedom, then you have to give up the prison. And the prison is created by the ego. Because ego means limitation. Ego means prison. They are not different things. Ego means limitation. Ego means boundary. When you are identified with the form, you have a boundary. You are this form. And here you ends, and you are separate from everyone else. When you are separate, then you want to prove that you are better than others. Then there is a comparison. Then there is a competition. But once you know you are the consciousness, it has no form, it has no limitation. There is no two consciousness. Only form can be many. That which is formless is not somewhere is not there somewhere in particular place. So it is everywhere. Same consciousness is in everyone. It is same, just like the electricity is in everything. All the mechanism, all the apparatus, whether it is your fan or your television or air conditioner, in the same way. So once you have known your consciousness, you have known the consciousness of the whole world. So if your desire to break this prison is intense, if it is burning, then you will like to break this dream which you have created yourself. Because it was giving you something. No one wants to be in prison if it is not giving something to that person. If you want to be a person, you cannot be a presence. Is it clear?
Yes, very clear, Swami.